Yo. I know I'm coming on like way early, but I couldn't wait, man. Shout out to everybody in the nation, man. I'm gonna let everybody take a second to pull up, going live randomly. I get it, man. Shout out to everybody in the nation, man, pulling up, man. Love y'all. Matter of fact, let me tweet this out real quick. Let me tweet this out real fast. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man. Shout out to Hunter Mitchell, Problem, Don't Trip, Billy Laser. What's good with y'all, man? Digi, what's popping, man? Raider Chopper, let's get it. I'm going to share this real quick, you guys. Raider Cortez, Isaac, what's good with you, my guys? All right, hold on. Let me send this out, man. 89, Jack. Valerie, what's good with you? Hold on. We are live. If y'all can, man, share the stream. Get it out there. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, man. All right, hold on real quick, y'all. We're going to get to chopping it up, man. We're going to get to chopping it up. Critique, that's why we're here, brother. That's why we're here. Just want to talk about some things. Shout out to my brother Don't Trip, man. Appreciate you on the 99-cent donation, King. Means a lot to me. Shout out to John Doe. Yes, sir. Lil Bosco. What it do, my guy? All right, let me put this over here real quick, and then we out of here, man. I'm just letting everybody pull up, man. Thank you guys for getting me to 13K. That means a lot to me, man. Shout out to my brother DeMarcus. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Digi as well, man. Dangerfield was good with you, King. My dog. All right, let me here we go. My apologies, you guys. Like I said, I popped in last minute. I know it was scheduled for 7 o'clock, but I'm doing another live at 9 o'clock tonight. So I didn't want to push them too close to each other. You know what I'm saying? So I just did one now. We're gonna do one later on tonight. Let me see. Everyone. Bolt. All right, cool. Shout out to Cortez. Yes. Shout out to Captain Raider. Come on, man. That's my guy right here, man. What's good with you, bro? Malik says, DJ Chark, JC Jackson, right tackle, free agency. Not mad about that. Shout out to G-Town. Congrats on the 13K. Cortez says the same thing. Valerie says the same thing. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Solo. Shout out to Darnell. Yes. Appreciate you guys, man. Juan, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. You know how to come with some drip, man. Big boss. He said, Trey Edwards for Metcalf. We're going to talk about this. We're definitely going to talk about this. A lot of people have been hit. This is the only reason I'm doing this specific live with these guys is a lot of people have been hitting me up in my DM on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, asking me what I think about making potential trades for Michael Thomas or DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley. Landry, we will not trade for, you guys. Jarvis Landry will be cut here soon. I'm telling y'all that now. He's owed over $15 million this season. Cleveland will definitely let him go. They're a run-first team. They're going to get rid of him. I think he only had like 2 TDs this year with like 500 receiving yards, somewhere around there, because he was hurt. First time in his career going to the IR. You know what I mean? So, but Jarvis Landry may be a cheaper option. He's going to be a free agent at some point. I'm telling y'all, Cleveland's going to cut him. They're clear about $15 million cap space. I think it's only like $1.5 million in dead cap for them. Keep an eye on Jarvis Landry. So let's talk about it. I got all the guys in the thumbnail for those who don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share, right? All I'm going to do is screen share, and we're going to look at this stuff together. We're going to look at the most recent rumors involving all these guys, see if anybody is interested in the comments section for making a trade or some of these guys potentially get cut. You never really know. I know there's been a lot of us talking about Brandin Cooks because his familiarity with the offense, when he played for the New England Patriots under Josh McDaniels. So it makes a lot of sense to maybe send the Texans a third rounder for Brandin Cooks. I think he's owed somewhere, I forgot, it was like $8 to $10 million this year. That's a very, very, very cheap price for someone like Brandin Cooks that continues to put up over 1,000 receiving yards year after year. Michael Thomas, we all know, dealing with the ankle injury from New Orleans. He missed all off season. There was a bunch of rumors about him wanting to get out of New England because he waited for the regular season to start to have ankle surgery, and they were pissed. So I can see him maybe not even wanting to go back. Maybe they let him go. Dennis Allen is over there running that ship now, and we all know Dennis Allen. We're all familiar with him, right? And we know that when he was with us, he was ass. So maybe we could finesse this guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to judge Dennis Allen for what he was back then, because if I'm going to do that, I have to do the same thing for Josh McDaniels. So I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm just saying, if we can somehow, some way finesse Michael Thomas from New Orleans for a little bit of change, we're gonna talk about it. Shout out to my brother Ace Roster, man. Peace, bro. Doc's blessings to you and yours. What's your take on this whole offseason? We're definitely going to talk about it, my brother. I promise you. All I can say right now in regards to your question is I'm very excited about the coaching staff in the front office. Simple and plain. Can't really talk about the whole offseason until the draft comes up and until free agency starts next month. But right now, I am very excited. My apologies if you guys can hear. The garbage man is here. Get my garbage right now, so it's loud as hell. Also, we're going to talk about DK Metcalf. If Seattle hits the reset button, and they let go of Russell Wilson, which there's a lot of talks of maybe sending him to the Giants right now, Cleveland, the Washington Commanders, or what the fucks, or Redskins, whatever they call it. There's a lot of teams, New Orleans. There's a lot of rumors surrounding Russell Wilson right now. So if they hit the reset button, DK Metcalf, I believe, only has like 1.2, 1.5 on the books this season. Very cheap option for Seattle. But if they say, you know what, we can get some draft capital for this guy because this is his last year on his contract and he will be paid $20 million plus the following year, they may say, hey, let's let him go. Let's trade him. But yeah, we're going to talk about all these guys. Calvin Ridley, we already know the situation with him, y'all. Right now, with Atlanta, they're saying they want him back. They would love to have him back. I know Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, said, I would love to have him back. He took a mental health break last year, said he was going through some things personally, chose to leave football alone for a little while. I respect him for that because, look, man, when you deal with mental health, it doesn't matter how much money you're making, how much happiness you think you have. At the end of the day, if it gets to kicking your ass, sometimes you need to get away and deal with it accordingly. But Calvin Ridley, you guys, maybe a first rounder, maybe a second rounder. I don't know. But let's talk about it. Shout to Black Raider WP, A-Docs. You ever watch Matthew Shack? He's another great Raiders content creator. Thank you, my brother, on the donation. And yes, I pay attention to everything, man. Trust me, my eyes are all across the nation. I'm talking about from the so-called smallest platform to the biggest platforms. I know them all. And shout to Matthew Shack. We actually talked about getting him on the show sometime soon, so we shall see. And I know you guys, a lot of people are like, hey, why trade, for anybody? I totally agree with you guys. I totally agree because there's so many options. So many options right now in free agency with Allen Robinson, Godwin, and Devontae Adams, maybe Christian Kirk, Michael Gallup. The list goes on. DJ Chark. There's a lot of them. But who knows? This is a whole new regime. Who knows that, I'm going to be honest. If you look at these guys right now that's on this list, Calvin Ridley would be a monster in Josh McDaniels' system. A monster. Brandin Cooks would be a monster. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? If there's a guy out there that Josh McDaniels, this is his team. This is him and Ziegler's team. Why not say, hey, you know what? I want my guy. I'm not going to depend on free agency in the draft. I'm going to go get my guy now. So you just never really know, man. You never know. So we're definitely going to talk about it. Who would you cut from the Raiders, Docs? Valerie, we're going to talk about that as well. And definitely tonight, I'm going to do a show, you guys, about the free agents. My apologies. I still got this cough minorly from coming back from COVID. So my apologies. But we're going to do a live tonight talking about what free agents, our free agents, that we should keep, which ones we should let walk, and maybe some potential cuts. So that is going to be the live tonight. Shout out to Kev, man. Ridley said Julio ain't here. I'm going mental. Stupid, bro. You were stupid. Go get younger offensively. Malik, we're going to get one in the draft. I mean, in the draft regardless. But we're talking about free agency or trading for a potential one. Like, Ridley's still young. You know what I'm saying? Brandin Cooks is fairly still young. 28, I think 28, 29. A lot of these guys are still young. So there really ain't no reason to not say, if like I said, some guys are hung up on their own guys. You know what I'm saying? They're hung up on their own guys. And you never know. Josh McDaniels may be in love with one of these guys. Only time can tell. Shout out to Daniel Kim, as always. Appreciate you, family. Based on talent and money, I like Chark and or Robinson. I definitely agree with you. Chark will be a cheaper option. Allen Robinson, maybe $15 to $17 million. A-Rob, you guys, is my favorite receiver in free agency. So I definitely agree with you, Daniel Kim, and I appreciate you, family. Shout out to my brother, Wasted. I went on early, and I know what time he's supposed to come on, my brother. So I made sure I'm going to do an hour-long show before your show comes on. So, you know how we do. We're not going to step on each other's toes. Appreciate you, my brother, Wasted. Congratulations on 13K, homie. Keep bringing the heat. I got you, my brother. You as well. Shout out to Dinah. Where's #BootyHole Stubin? Always love the content, docs. I called him today. I FaceTimed him. I sent him a text yesterday. He's not responding. But for those who don't know, Stu, he always goes on these hiatuses, leaves for a week or two, and then just bounces back in, and then he's active like crazy. This is the reason why Stu goes on 13-hour lives, because, he's not consistent enough daily. So he'll just do a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? But Stu will be back soon. Shout out to my brother, Stu. Let me see. Shout out to KO. I put Brandin Cooks in the category of John Brown. Whoa. I just don't see it working, but that's me. Bro, John Brown, I believe, only had 1 year where he had over 1,000 yards receiving. Brandin Cooks has pretty much had one every year outside of his rookie year, and maybe another year in between. My brother KO, I love you, King, but that is a terrible, terrible comparison, my brother. Please, hey, present me some facts, King, because I just want to know why you would think that. Shout out to my brother KO. Cool Cats says Emmanuel Sanders would be a cheaper option. He's also older, 37, 38 years old. And what I'm hearing behind the scenes is he will probably retire. He may hang it up. He may hang it up this upcoming season. So keep an eye on that. Brandon, yeah. Emmanuel Sanders may walk away, Kev. Let me see. Everybody's saying congrats on the 13K. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my brother Carlos, another milestone, 13K. Appreciate you. We're going to do a 13K celebration tonight. Paul, I appreciate you, brother. Facts. I'm trying to figure out where that came from, bro. Cooks is way better than John Brown. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm waiting on my brother to present me some facts. Faded salute. So do we stay with Jonathan Abram? Rico, he's not going anywhere, man. You know what I mean? He's not going anywhere. Basically, what's going to happen is, he's going to come back, probably played near the line of scrimmage pretty much 70, 80% of the time, maybe even higher than that. He'll be pretty much a linebacker this year. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get another safety, whether that's in the draft or in free agency. There's a Marcus Mays out there. There's a lot of guys that you can look at, a Marcus Williams, if you want to pay that kind of money for those top-notch guys. Q from Seattle, potential replacement for Abram. He's a Pro Bowler. It makes sense. But I don't know. But all I'm going to say is this. At the end of the day, Abram's just not, to me, in today's NFL, you have to know how to cover. You know what I'm saying? And he just doesn't have that trait. He's a bruiser. He's a hard hitter. And to be honest, I think he'd probably be one of the best linebackers to be able to blitz. This man is quick as hell. He's fast as shit. So if we can keep him, and I know Patrick Graham's going to put Abram in the strongest places, period. I think with him being in that box safety kind of guy and maybe getting Tyree Gillespie out there more with Merrick, people tend to forget we drafted drafted him last year, Tyreek Gillespie. I want to see what they can do. And there's a lot of rumors, you guys, about Peppers as well. You know what I'm saying? Coming over. For those who don't know, Jabril Peppers from the New York Giants, Patrick Graham coached him. It only makes sense. But people don't realize also that Jabril was moved to linebacker pretty much all last year. So I don't know if we go get Jabril. I think what's going to happen, Jabril can cover tight ends. You know what I mean? He can cover tight ends. Abram can't do that. But the thing with Jabril is they moved him to linebacker full time. So in my head, I'm thinking Patrick Graham may think I already have a younger Jabril Peppers and Jonathan Abram, and I'll just do the same thing with him. I'll keep him at linebacker. But also at linebacker, you guys got to pay attention because Jonathan Abram has been injured. He's missed a lot of time thus far in the first 2-3 years of his career. You know what I'm saying? So playing closer to the line of scrimmage, you're gonna be doing a lot of hitting. And I don't know if Jonathan Abram has the capacity, has just what it takes to do that. So we shall see. Look, the good thing is we don't have to worry about that. Patrick Graham has to be the guy to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, Sean, I definitely wanted Jabril Peppers out of Michigan too. He was a monster. Return punts, kicks. He did it all. Played offense, defense. The guy is literally a Swiss Army knife. Shout out to my brother Lonnie in the comment section. I see you, my brother. I see you. Docs, what about Bradbury? He might get cut from the Giants. I think he is going to get cut. They can't afford him. The Giants need as much money as they can, and they have a lot of needs on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. So I definitely think that James Bradbury is going to be cut, and that's a guy to keep an eye on as well. Patrick Graham, the guy that came over from Carolina. I'm drawing a blank right now to help in the secondary. He's coached him before as well. So we have, we got some great guys on the defensive side of the ball, coaching staff wise. That's gonna bring some of their guys over, just like Gus Bradley did the prior year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AD. What's good with you, brother? Defend the shield, says Docs. I'm loving Drake London out of USC, 6'5". The only thing I'm worried about him is, bro, is the same thing that I had worries about Bryan Edwards, right? Because in the draft a few years back when we got Bryan Edwards out of South Carolina, he broke his ankle, I believe, during the draft process, right? So the same thing happened with Drake London. I believe he broke his ankle or hurt his ankle and missed the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season in USC. So it's a little scary to me to go draft a guy that kind of, taller guy. I know Bryan Edwards ain't 6'5", but it's kind of scary to think about bringing in a potential replacement at that for Bryan Edwards that dealt with the same injury. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Raider 187. I was watching Christian Watson yesterday. I was watching him 187. Yo, I like that dude a lot, bro. I definitely do. I was watching him at the Senior Bowl. He was cooking. My apologies about the noise in the back, you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on Christian Watson. Thank y'all for putting me up on him as well. Yeah, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. I like Burks. Don't trip. That's my favorite guy in the draft. You already know. You know that, my brother. He broke his ankle, but he's a dog. Facts, AD. Facts. I'm just saying, he missed a little time. And that's a little worrisome when you already have a Bryan Edwards that came off of an ankle injury coming into the league dealing with the same shit. Even though that ankle has not really stopped Bryan Edwards from playing, but Bryan Edwards still ain't been the guy that I thought he was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Richard Lyon, what's good with you, King? Malik, I've been watching Jalen Tolbert as well. Bruh, South Alabama, this guy is nice. I actually seen a mock draft yesterday, I believe, right? And I actually liked it a lot. I think it was, who do we take in the first round? I think we took Nakobe Dean. The second round, I think we took, I got to go find it. We'll find it on here. But we took Jalen Tolbert in the third round. And I definitely do not think he's going to fall to the third round. And we're going to talk about the thumbnail here in a minute, you guys. I'm just letting everybody pile in. Docs. What was that QB's name again coming out of college that you said? Zapp. Bailey Zapp. Out of Western Kentucky, brother. Look him up. He's a monster. He's a monster. Daniel, I definitely played that Blow album by Burner and Jack. The beats, man. Something about Burner, he just always picks those beats, dude. I think Burner and Rick Ross are probably two of the best beat selectors ever. I've took him, Sean, in a lot of my mock drafts in the later rounds. I took him in the 7th a lot. Reggie Robertson, I think he only had like 500 yards receiving, but this guy is a blazer. He's a blazer. Dominique, I took him in most of my most of my mock drafts as well. For those who have been checking me out and seeing him, I've took him a lot. Tariq Woolen, corner out of UTSA. Yeah, beast. Let me see. David Bell from Purdue, fire Team Raider. I would not be mad about that. I know Stu would be happy to go grab a Purdue guy. Shout out to AD. I love this draft for us. The wide receiver class is so talented. We really don't have to go worry about missing out on huge talent. Facts, brother. Facts. Kenny Pickett in the first? No. Nah, I can't do it, brother. I can't do it. Sean, man, we're gonna talk about that tonight, brother. All the guys that are free agents and other potential cuts. We're gonna talk about that tonight. All right, you guys. So look, I got Calvin Ridley up right now. Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people. I know we all talked about this. I was very concerned with even looking at maybe bringing in Calvin Ridley because of the mental health side of things, because of him quitting on his team last year. Could that trickle down to us? You know, knowing our luck, Ridley would come over and say, you know what, I'm going to retire. I'm not built for this shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But let me see. I'm going to read this up. I'm going to read this real quick. It's uncertain if Calvin Ridley will be sticking around Atlanta. However, the Falcons would love their wideout to stay with the organization. Arthur Blank, we love this young man. Blase, blah. The wideout announced in late October that he'd been stepping away from football to deal with his mental health. Nothing has really changed since that time. Although we heard recently that Ridley hadn't had a whole lot of communication with the Falcons. That report indicated that the receiver could be looking for a fresh start elsewhere, which I think that means that. Although there wasn't a definitive trade request or anything, the 2018 first-round pick emerged as one of the NFL's top wideouts in 2020, finishing with 90 receptions for 1,374 yards and 9 TDs. What do you guys think about bringing in Ridley? What do you guys think about trading for him, giving up a second, third maybe? I don't even know if that gets it done. You may have to give him a first and something else. I don't know. But what do you guys think about bringing in Calvin Ridley? If this guy is on top of his game and he's ready to go, I'm going to be honest, this guy can be a game changer for us. We have receivers quit on us before. Man. I'd send a fourth or a third just to be safe about it, because mental health and Vegas probably won't mix well, but maybe Ridley just needs a breath of fresh air somewhere else. I definitely think that Calvin Ridley, I think that Falcons organization probably was running them a little ragged as well, right? Think about it. When you're a guy like Calvin Ridley that played for Alabama, like the Alabamas of the world, and then you get to losing, right? You start to lose. Like, I'm a Kings fan. De'Aaron Fox spoke about it all the time. When he played for Kentucky and in high school, he was winning. Davion Mitchell, point guard for the Kings. We just drafted him. He won a national championship in high school, won a championship in college. Now he plays for my lowly Kings. It's a tough pill to swallow when you go from winning all these games at these top-notch programs to coming into the league, and it's just not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's something that's in his head of, he's not used to losing. He's dealing with some shit. And don't get me wrong, you never want somebody that's going to quit on your team because you're losing. That's terrible. And if this is the case, you don't want to go get a Calvin Ridley. I'm only bringing this up, you guys, because me, personally, I am not trading a first, second, or a third for a Calvin Ridley. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it because you have to pay the man as well. You know what I mean? Like AD said, maybe a fourth and then a Bryan Edwards or something. Cool. Because Bryan Edwards hasn't done shit for us. So if Atlanta wants to take a flyer on him, I definitely say, we'll give you a fourth and Bryan Edwards and give us Calvin Ridley, and then let's see where we go from there. But there will be a team like Philly that may overpay and give up one of those third. They got 3 first rounders this year. I can see them matching up Ridley with Devontae Smith in Philly and making that work. There's even rumors about Russell Wilson going to the Eagles as well. So that would be crazy. But a fourth and Brian Edwards, to me, that's it. I'm not doing anything better than that. Point blank, period. If we land Calvin for a fourth and Edwards, holy shit, that would be a steal, definitely. And we won't land them for that. But guess what? Give it a try. They don't take it. Fuck it. Shout out to my brother Dirty, man. What's good with you, King? Let's get to the next guy on the list. We're gonna go DK Metcalf. Beta snooze. Says he won't watch the Super Bowl. We'll go to this one. It was a month ago, but this was one of the first things that I read, first blogs that I read. Shout out to Seahawk Maven, Fan Nation. Him talking about, DK Metcalf potentially leaving. This year, you guys, he played in 14 weeks. He had a foot injury. He said that they said that may require surgery this winter. He fell just shy of his second consecutive 1,000-yard season, but set a career high in touchdowns with 12. For those who don't know, Seattle is a run-first team. They kind of got back to that at the end of the season and kind of won a few games. But they were struggling early because they were just throwing the ball all over the place. And that's why Russell Wilson was dying a horrible death behind that bad O-line and just throwing the ball all over the place. But he's 24 years old, you guys. He will get a new contract worth $20+ million a year. Annually, that's crazy. Over a span of 4 to 5 seasons. Currently, Amari Cooper, who signed a 5-year, $100 million contract with the Cowboys as a 25-year-old, Metcalf has similar numbers to Cooper over their first 3 years, and the salary cap is only going to go up. Metcalf can reasonably ask for $20 million per season, and he may get it. Julio Jones is earning $22 million a year in Tennessee. We all know he don't deserve that. While DeAndre Hopkins is getting $27 million. So Metcalf can also be looking to break the guaranteed contract record of $64 million, which is currently held by Jones. What do you guys think about reaching out to Seattle and just seeing what they would do? All right, so this is what Seahawk Maven says. As for the trade cost, all offers would need to start with a first-round pick. It's hard to imagine Seattle moving on from him for that. But it was the cost for Dallas to acquire Amari Cooper from then Oakland. Could a team be lured into giving up a first and a fourth-round pick for Metcalf, who will play in 2022 at $1.5 million? For $1.5 million, you guys, what would you guys give up to go get DK Metcalf? Would you give them a first and a fourth, like Maven said? Just want to know. Want to shoot the shit. I know there's so many options in free agency and in the draft, but is anybody's hearts set on going to get DK Metcalf for a first and a fourth? And then remember, $1.5 million upcoming season. Then you have to pay him top receiver money the year after. Seattle wouldn't take anything less than a first. This is facts. Brian says a 2. Let's see. 187 says a first. Q says 2 second-round picks. 187 says first. Don't trip, a first. Dirty says Waller in a second. I'm not giving up Waller in any of those. We have Waller still for another 3 or 4 years under the contract that he has. So the reason why you want to go get DK Metcalf, Dirty, is because you want him to match up with Waller. Could you imagine DK Metcalf and Waller on the same team? Like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Like, bro, that size pause. But those two guys, unstoppable. So yeah, I'm not going to give up Waller at all. But I see what you're saying though. But I'm not giving up Waller at all. Dirty says Foster, a second and a third. Now that's something you can talk about. That's definitely something you can talk about. Black Angry Out says first and Edwards. I like that. So after these guys, you guys, we're gonna go and talk about what we're really gonna do. Okay. So trust me, these are we're going off recent rumors and recent speculation of all these guys right now. We already talked about Ridley. We already talked about Metcalf. I do not think that Seattle parts with Metcalf. I think he's a part of their future, even if they do move on from Russell Wilson. But you never know. If we offer them, if Seattle says, you know what, we're going to hit the reset button, Russell Wilson is gone. We can pick up a first and some other change for DK Metcalf. They may, but I think that Metcalf is going to be a huge, huge, huge part of their future. But Seattle has always been a run first team. So I don't know how dearly they hold DK Metcalf to their hearts. You know what I mean? Let's see. Michael Thomas. Probably my least favorite on this whole thing. But let's talk about it. Just read this on the Spun. Shout out to the Spun. Dennis Allen recently did an interview, and he basically said, this was WWL Radio. Shout out to them. Catherine Terrell, the Athletic. He said he knows Thomas is working extremely hard to get back, really committed to the season and looking forward to getting started. He didn't want to give a timetable for his return. That's a tough pill to swallow. Still not giving a timetable for your return. You just missed the whole season with the ankle injury. You guys, this guy runs slants. That's pretty much it. I don't want someone like Thomas that's coming off an ankle injury like that. I'm going to be honest. Shout out to Michael Thomas. He's from Cali. Love it. Love it. But, brother, you are a diva. But one thing I can say is he may not want to go back to New Orleans knowing the quarterback situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Thomas ever wants to get a nice contract before his career is up, you're not going to get it in New Orleans under Dennis Allen, who's a defensive-minded guy with no quarterback. So I feel like Michael Thomas may not even like why stay in New Orleans? He may want to try to get himself out of there. And to be honest, I think Dennis Allen, they have a great defense. They still have a great offensive line. They have Kamara, but maybe Dennis Allen, with them being like $87 million over the salary cap, maybe they let go of him. Maybe they let go of him. That saves them a lot of money. And maybe New Orleans hits the reset button. Maybe they look at Lattimore and say, let's get rid of him for some draft capital and start over. There's a reason why Marcus Williams is probably not going to be re-signed over there in free agency. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't pay for him. They can't pay for him. So injury prone, a fourth for him. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. Valerie, it just depends. It depends because I don't know what he's owed next year, but I know it's a pretty penny. But just the injuries, I just don't want to take a chance on it. I definitely don't want to take a chance on it. Look, I only brought him up because I know that Michael Thomas may ask for a trade. The writing's on the wall to me. You know what I'm saying? The writing's on the wall. They're over the cap way too much. And mind you guys, every year the Saints GM is a magician with their salary cap situation. So maybe they can work. Maybe they can make it work. But I just think there's a sour taste in everybody's mouth in New Orleans and even Michael Thomas with their connection. So I think he may move on. I don't know what team may go get him. Maybe New England trades for him. You know what I'm saying? I could see him going up there and them trying to revive, his situation like they did with Randy Moss from us getting rid of him and him going over there. You never know. But and Michael Thomas is not a Randy Moss talent, you guys. I'm just using, I'm just using an example, you know what I mean? But Michael Thomas, to me, no. I think there's only one guy thus far that's on this list that I would even look at, and that is DK Metcalf if Seattle would part with him. If they would part with him, I definitely would offer them a first and a fourth. Give us DK Metcalf. I think he's going to be a monster for years to come. It's worth it in my eyes. You get a proven commodity. It's like everybody's been asking me about my Kings with Tyrese Halliburton getting traded to Indiana. I hated it, but I also loved it because we got the more proven player in Sabonis, a two-time All-Star. Why bet on a player's ceiling when you already can go get a star and you already know that they're fire and they're still young? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense though for me to go get Michael Thomas at all. We'll go back. Let's see who else is on this damn thumbnail. Brandin Cooks. We'll go to Brandin Cooks. Look at that. Brandin Cooks turned in his 6,000-yard receiving year. With those terrible quarterbacks, he's a monster. Blockbuster trade scenario sees the Patriots land former heavy.com be doing some bullshit. 6 days ago. Let's go to one of our own, you guys. Just blog, baby. We'll do this. Shout to Mario O over at Fansided and Just Blog, baby. Let's talk about it, you guys. This one right here probably makes the most sense out of anything. The Raiders make a splash this offseason. Raider Nation certainly hopes so. The consensus fan favorite as far as always, as players go, is Davante Adams. We already know this, you guys. We want him, but we're going to have to pay big money for him. But it may not be feasible. Going after Brandin Cooks can be a cheap way to get another receiver to play opposite Hunter Renfrow without mortgaging the future. If we want Davante Adams, you guys, we already know the writing is on the wall. We're probably going to have to give up 2 firsts. Somebody will give up 2 firsts for Davante Adams if him and Green Bay don't agree to a new deal or a franchise tag, or even if they do the franchise tag. They're going to want 2 firsts for him. Simple and plain. This is why I think Davante Adams will not be a Raider. New Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels will have Renfrow and Darren Waller next season. Already a great duo there. However, after those two, the drop-off in talent is noticeable. Facts. While Waller didn't have a great year statistically speaking, when he was healthy, he opened up things offensively. Renfrow emerged as the team's de facto primary option for Derek Carr. However, the Silver and Black will need another way to score if they want to make the playoffs again. Keep going down. Is Cooks the better option? Let's do this. Shout out to everybody in the chat, you guys. I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm just reading off some blogs and some recent rumors. Based on sheer talent, Adams would be the obvious choice. It could be said he's been the NFL's best wide receiver the last few years. Nevertheless, Cooks is no scrub since 2014. He's had 6 1,000-yard plus seasons with no less than 5 touchdowns in each of those campaigns. He's currently has 46 touchdowns to his name, along with a career catch percentage of 65.8. That means he catches the ball, you guys. He catches the ball. His receiving grade per PFF was 77.3 last season. He has some terrible quarterbacks, like I said. While he barely eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark in 2021 with 1,037 yards, Cooks would be a clear upgrade over anything the Raiders currently have outside of Renfrow. He's 28 years old, and he's far from being washed up, and reuniting him with McDaniels would end up benefiting everyone on the Raiders offense. Familiarity can pay dividends for Cooks and Daniels. This is what I want to read right here, you guys, and we'll move on. If the Raiders traded for Cooks instead of Adams, they'd have a ton of cash next season. Cooks' cap hit of $8.7 million pales in comparison to what the Raiders will be looking at for Adams, which is upwards of $25 million. There's, I think, more than that. There's also another factor at play as well. While Adams is familiar with Carr, Cooks is familiar with the man who run things now, McDaniels. When he last played with McDaniels in 2017, he scored 7 touchdowns and helped stretch the field for the New England Patriots. He averaged yardage per catch was 16.6, and he totaled 1,122 yards from scrimmage. His scrimmage yards per touch was a career high 15.2. It's downright scary what McDaniels could orchestrate with Cooks, Waller, and Renfrow. So what do you guys think about that, man? What do y'all think about that? He's only 28 years old. The scary thing about Cooks, you guys, is the injuries, right? He's had a lot of concussions, a lot of them. I really think if Brandin Cooks had maybe 1 or 2 more, he may be out of this league. And that's a little scary at 28 years old to go give up some draft capital to go get a guy, Brandin Cooks, that maybe can be 1 hit away from being down and out. You know what I mean? So it's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little nerve-wracking to give up some draft capital to go get somebody that may not be healthy enough. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about that? And what would y'all give up for Brandin Cooks if possible? All right. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. My apologies. My wife just walked in. Hold on real quick. Okay, just tell me later. Just do whatever you gotta do. Okay. All right. Black Angry Out says worth the risk. Hey, 28-year-old guy that's been year in and year out with terrible quarterback situations, especially in Houston. Don't get me wrong, he's played with the Bradys of the world. He's played with the Drew Breeses of the world. But look what they have in Houston. a 4, a 3, Allen and draft Burks. Let me see. Third and our 2/5. I wouldn't do that, AB. I give up one, just a third. I think a third gets it done because the Texans are rebuilding. So I would keep those 2/5. Let me see. Stupid. Shout out to Arkansas, man. What's up, my brother? Shout out to you, man. Zay in the third. Juicehead says Zay in the third. Zay is a free agent, Juicehead. So Zay can go wherever he pleases at this point. A 2023 second rounder. Okay. 2739. I hear you, King. Third rounder for a third round pick for Cooks. That's where I'm kind of at with it, brother. That's where I'm at with it, OH. That's kind of where I am with it. Red Eye Raider. I mean, Derek Carr is actually thrown to Landry in Pro Bowls 2016, and Landry loves catching from Carr. Facts. But there was also a guy, right? It was also, and don't get me wrong, Landry doesn't have the mindset of this guy. AB loved I think AB loved catching the ball from DC in the Pro Bowl as well, right? And he came over and did whatever he could to get out of there. Jarvis is not the same guy, you know what I'm saying? But let's kind of get away from the Pro Bowl because that look, it's just an all-star game, you know what I'm saying? It's just an all-star game. Cooks is a beast, but I'm only giving up a third at most. Todd, me too. Me personally, I'm not doing anything but a third. I think a third gets it done though. The Texans save money. You know what I mean? They go on another year, you know what I'm saying, of trying to build up draft capital because that's what they're going to do. They're about to get rid of Deshaun Watson at some point, and that may be 2 or 3 first rounders. So Houston is really starting this thing over. So I think a third would get it done, you guys. I think if we called them right now and said we got a third for you for Brandin Cooks, I think it's done. I think it's a done deal. So, you know, there's that. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me go right here real quick. We talked about our 3 guys thus far. I think Brandin Cooks, you guys, is someone that may work out. I think we may make a call to see what his availability is and what it will cost. Heavy.com. You want to do this one, but I read it earlier. They're going off of Jarvis Landry's last social media post. I don't really know what was wrong with it, but I'll put it up right here, you guys. I just want to say thank you to all the people that have helped me directly or indirectly. I am grateful and I acknowledge I wouldn't be here in any capacity without you. No matter how big or small, I know it was done out of the same love and I give, and I'm blessed you thought of me. And then somebody else commented under it, pretty much saying you will be missed in Cleveland. It's only a matter of time. Thank you for what you did. Another one said, Cleveland will always love you, Jarvis. Thank you for playing a major role in turning our franchise around. We are forever grateful and forever in debt to you. Know you'll always have a home here. Respect. I'm going to be honest, you guys. I don't know where the hell they got the idea of that post. He didn't even say anything to me that was worth even like what? Like he didn't say he was leaving. I think he was just thanking everybody that's in his career and in his corner. I don't know what these websites be kind of getting out of this, but he's 29 years old. Landry carries a salary of more than $15 million for next season. And if the Browns part ways with them, it'll only result in $1.5 million in dead cap. So it sounds as though Cleveland will let him go, and they'll probably go get a cheaper option in the draft. Landry saw his production drop off last year as he dealt with his first trip at 29 years old, you guys. So he's been durable with the knee issue. That's a little scary though. Knee issues at 29. He posted 52 catches for 570 and 2 touchdowns last season, all career lows. And he also went public last year and you know, he kind of said he wasn't getting any touches. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting any touches. You know, Cleveland's a run-first team as well. You know, they got that monster duo with Chubb and Hunt. So they run the ball a lot. So, and, you know, Baker Mayfield makes a lot of mistakes. So, I mean, look, OBJ went over there and played with Matthew Stafford, and he already looks like a damn Pro Bowler again. You know what I mean? So I think we can kind of tell that Baker Mayfield isn't a good quarterback. But what do you guys think if they cut him? And if they do cut him, he's free. We don't have to trade anything. We're not paying him the $15+ million, you guys. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about bringing Jarvis Landry in, and what would you pay him? What would you pay Jarvis Landry to come in and be a guy, or would you not want him at all? Let me know in the comment section, you guys. Let me see. Red Eye says that's why you want unemployment for a reason. What's that mean, bro? What's that mean? We made the playoffs with Zay Jones, Deshaun Jackson, and Brian Edwards. Go get a star, Metcalf. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'll take him for 7.5 for 1 year. I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. Brian says no Jarvis. Like that. I like it. I like it, bro. I love both. Get to watch you live, Docs. Love from New Zealand. Shout out to my dog, man, Kiwi, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. 8 mil 1 year. 8 mil 1 year. 1 year, 7.5. I think 7 a season is reasonable, AD. I like that. Carlos says injuries. Well, his first injury pretty much happened this last season, and he hit the IR. You know what I mean? So he's been pretty durable, Carlos. Let me see. Oh shit! I don't even know who homie is. Hold on, let me get back in. We got to snipe somebody. Bernard says, as long as we draft a good, fast receiver. I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. A-Rob. I like it. So we went over these guys, right? We went over everybody in the thumbnail, the Calvin Ridleys of the world, the DK Metcalfs, the Jarvis Landrys, the Brandin Cooks, all these guys that, may ask to get out of there, or teams may let them go because of money issues. What do y'all think about this list? And is there anybody, like we said, worth bringing in? Me personally, I'm not doing any of those unless it's Brandin Cooks. If we can go get, like I said, Cooks for a third rounder, I definitely do it. DK Metcalf ain't going anywhere, you guys. I cannot see Seattle letting him go. They would be just a terribly ran franchise if they let DK Metcalf go. He's too cheap, $1.5 million this year. It makes no sense to have one of the best young receivers in the league at that price and allow him to walk. That's crazy. I know they may not want to pay him $20+ million the following year, but hey, you can build him up next year and then let him go before the trade deadline. There's no reason to let him go now. You know what I mean? Joseph says Devontae Adams and DJ Chark. That's not going to happen, brother. You can only afford one. Takeover says I love Calvin Ridley. Definitely love it. I hear you, brother. Let me see. Christian Watson's tape is nice. Still like London and Burks in round 1. I'm definitely taking Burks, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Traylon Burks is going to be that guy, y'all. He's going to be that guy. I went back and watched more of his footage yesterday, more of his film. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. I just pray that Burks drops to us at 22. I don't see it happening at all. I definitely don't see it happening at all. But I would definitely take Burks in the first round if he drops to us. His stock is going to continue to skyrocket, you guys. I don't see it. I don't see it. This Alabama game says it all. That boy went crazy. That was one of the games that I went over. Definitely. Whoa, Burby, you said Burks is trash? Yo, you trolling, bro? You trolling? You trolling? Are you trolling? Let me show you something. Let me show you something real quick, bro. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, yeah. Like, holy shit, bro. I was going to go to, 66 receptions, for 1,100 yards and 11 TDs in 2021. And I do not like Arkansas's quarterback either. So, yeah, shout out to my guy. He was just fucking around. Tro God, Docs, do you think we actually pull the trigger on Burks, though? That's it remains to be seen. You know what I mean? I think that he's going to be gone by the time we draft at 22 anyway. I think Philly may go get him. I think there's going to be another team that may snatch him up. What if the Chargers decide on going to get him and let you know what I'm saying, let Michael walk off. You know what I'm saying? Let their other free agent guy go. You know what I'm saying? So Mike Williams. So I don't know. But I don't think he's going to be there. I don't think he's going to be there. I don't even think it's a realistic option at this point. And to be honest, you guys, for some strange reason, I feel like Josh McDaniels is going to get an offensive lineman in the first round. I know we don't want to hear that, but I definitely, the more I look at it and the more I'm like, okay, the way this O-line is set up, you want to protect DC, you want to do all that. I think that we somehow, some way, go get a right tackle or a guard in the first round. Preferably a right tackle, please, because we need we need an anchor on the right side. But I really believe that Josh McDaniels, I don't know why. I feel like this. Hopefully, if we don't get a receiver, we go defense. I'd rather we can get a Devin Lloyd out of Utah linebacker. We can get a defensive tackle, Jordan Davis or Devontae Wyatt, a defensive tackle, you know what I'm saying? Or we can go get a corner. I don't care what it is. But I feel like Josh McDaniels and Ziegler are going to say, look, we need to protect our guy. We need to protect our guy. If DC is our guy, we need to bring the right talent around him and evaluate him and see if this is going to be the guy for, until he retires. So I definitely think that Josh McDaniels goes and gets an offensive lineman. I know he's an offensive guy, so it's easy to say we might go get a receiver. We might do this, we might do that. But you guys, we're never going to know either because the draft is after free agency. So we may go get we may get 2 receivers in free agency. You never know. And then it's easy to say, oh, let's go get our right tackle in the draft. So you never know, man. But I definitely see us going O-line in the first round. Definitely. I think we need to get a couple corners in the draft. We need depth there bad. Yes, we do, Todd. Think about it. The only guys that we have under contract right now, I believe, is Amik Robertson, which a lot of us continue to forget about him. I don't know how we do that. Well, I know how we do that. He's been asked. But he's on the roster. Nate Hobbs and Mullen. That's it. That's all we have left. So we need some corners badly. But with a guy like Patrick Graham, as a defensive coordinator, I believe, he's going to go to Josh and say, let me get one of my guys, whether it's Gilmore or if we pay big and go get a JC Jackson, which I don't see us doing. We're going to bring somebody in free agency and then go grab a corner in the draft as well. So we may double dip in the draft. I've been doing that a lot with corners, but I think we'll get one in free agency like a Gilmore and then go get one in the draft. Defense in the first round, please. Cecil, I hear you. I would not be mad about that. Jenkins, for real. Kyler Gordon in the second round. John Doe, I would love, if Kyler Gordon falls to the second round corner out of Washington, I would love to go grab him. Raider for life, you got to be trolling, bro. You said we bringing back Eric here. Hell nah. Bernard says Wendell. Who is that? You talking about Wendell? Was it Wendell Robinson? You talking about from Michigan? But where's he play? I'm not saying Valerie. I'm not saying go O-line. I'm saying that Josh McDaniels will probably go for O-line in the first round. I feel like being there in New England, he knows how. Oh, Wendell Robinson from Kentucky. Okay, was it? I thought it was Wandale. I don't know what it is, but I'll look up a little bit more of his film. I thought you were talking about what was old boy from Michigan a year or two back, Robinson. I forgot who the hell it was. But I just feel like you got to protect your quarterback. Being in New England, they protected Brady a lot. You know what I mean? They had a pretty good offensive line around Mac Jones last year. They're going to build in the trenches, you guys. That's what you need to do. You got to build in the trenches. You got to make sure that offensive line is nice, that defensive line is nice. So I would not be shocked if Josh went O-line in the first. When was the last time we took a kick to the house? Forever, Jose. Forever. For those who know. Sandlot games, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother Jose. Go get Gilmore and Calais Campbell. I think that Calais Campbell is going to retire. I seen somewhere else also that he may in another blog somewhere that he may retire this year. Calais is up there in age. I think he's 37, 38. He's up in age. He's still a good player, but he's up there in age. I like Christian Harris, Rod Gas. I'm just very, very suspect about bringing in linebackers from Alabama. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look, with our history, I'm very, very spooked about bringing in a linebacker from Alabama. Yes, real quick too, you guys. Like, shout out to Cliff Branch. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Hold on real quick. I made something. Where the fuck is it? Ah, damn, I made a thumbnail. I don't know where it is now. But shout out, we haven't talked yet, you guys, about this. Shout out to Cliff Branch. It's a travesty that it took this damn long to get him. Let me get this out of here. That it took this long to get him in the hall. It's a travesty, man. For him to not be around, to be able to witness this shit. Shit is sad, man. Shit is pathetic. But as Raiders, we're used to this. But shout out to him and shout out to Richard Seymour. A lot of people were saying Richard Seymour wasn't a Raider. Come on, you guys. I mean, the guy played 4 seasons for us, I believe. And I think he was a second team All-Pro in one. I think he went to a Pro Bowl twice or something like that, I believe. He was a very, very good defensive tackle for the Raiders. And he knocked Ben Roethlisberger on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say, you know what I'm saying, that Richard Seymour wasn't a Raider, man. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Doesn't apply to everybody, but it definitely applies to him. That guy was a monster. He was the best player on some of those terrible Raider teams. So come on, man. Stop it, man. He wore the shield proudly, you know what I mean? And he was a leader in that locker room. So stop with that bullshit. I hate when people say that, man. He wasn't a Raider, blah, blah, blah. He was a Raider. Played for 4 seasons, and he was great at it. Yeah, AD, two Pro Bowls in 4 seasons. Exactly, bro. And Cliff Branch changed the game. Changed speed kills that comes from Cliff Branch. Monster. So shout out. We got 2 Raiders going in. So, you know, my only complaint is that it takes so long for these guys to get in. Why is Greg Townsend not in? Why is Jim Plunkett not in? That shit is sickening to me, man. Why is Jim Plunkett and Greg Townsend not in? Why not? Like, shit just doesn't make any sense to me, man. You know what I mean? It really doesn't. Shit's crazy. Shout out to Q. George Pickens will be the best receiver in this class. Better than Burks, better than London. He's being slept on because he got hurt, but he is that boy for real, for real. Q, you've been talking about him for a while, too. This is the receiver out of Georgia, right? I know he got hurt, but yeah, George Pickens is nice. He definitely is nice. He definitely is. What round do you think he goes in, Q? And shout out to you for the donation, King. You think he falls to the second because of that injury? Shout out to Q. 2-time All-Pro. Exactly, because Jim is still alive. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Crazy. Chopper, I actually said this. Now, shout out to Chopper, but I said he's going to get moved to defensive end. That's what I said. This guy owns every record in college at his school. You know what I mean? Sutton Smith is a monster. We signed him to a 2-year deal. He came in to play fullback when Alec Ingo went down. But I would not be shocked because Alec Ingo is going to come back. He's a free agent. I think we bring him back. But you move Sutton Smith to his original position at defensive end, and he's going to ball out. Pittsburgh did him a disservice putting him on the outside. You think so? So you want him at middle linebacker? Okay. I ain't mad at you, Chop. Shout out to my boy Chopper. Plunkett got to be next. Facts. Pickens is a beast. All that. Yeah, from Georgia. I think you can get him in the second or third round. Yeah, if he's there in the second or third, you definitely got to take a look at him. Valerie, Richie Incognito's done. There ain't no way he comes back. No way. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all gonna calm that down and pick that mess up. You hear me? I don't care. I'm out here doing work. Put it away. Fuck around, get fired on camera. Man, fatherhood don't ever end. Told my son, like, look, bro, you keep playing, you're gonna get fired on camera. Stop playing with me. I put Sutton as an outside linebacker just because he can put in some 3-4 package with our new DC. Facts. I'm about to go in there and handle these boys, bro. I seen my son spill a whole bag of chips on my table right now. They know if I was in the house, I'd be on their ass, bro. I'd be on their ass, bro. No pause, because them is my kids. He broke his ankle, 88. He broke his ankle. So we're kind of still sitting back, waiting, play the waiting game to see if he's going to be able to come back before the season is ready to go. Because he's still under contract. Oh, yeah, come on, man. Shit, I'm an 80s baby, bro. I experienced the last of the real ass whoopings, bro. You know what I mean? I experienced the last of the real ass whoopings. So I know what it is. Oh, no, they about to vacuum that house and all this shit. Trust me, they're gonna wipe they're gonna wipe the whole wooden table down. All that shit when I get done with this. Yep, from what I was told, Steelers was mad. They let him go. He was killing it at 3-4 outside linebacker in the preseason. The fans were mad too, Q. They were pissed. They were actually pissed too that we picked up that defensive tackle from them late in the season and never really even played him. You know what I mean? AD, would you trade Kenyon Drake in the Cooks trade? That's a good question. But you have to look at it like this, AD. Kenyon Drake is going to eat in this offense, but he's coming off an injury. And also running back is an easier position to replace than wide receiver. So, hell yeah, I would. But, I don't think the Texans do that. I think they want draft capital. Damn, you're stupid. So I'm from the 90s and I got a Mexican ass whooping. We need docs from the sideline yelling at Carr the whole time, put their crap together. Shout out to my brother Rod Gas out there in Mexico. Yeah, man. Thank you guys, man, for real, for getting me to 13,000, man. I appreciate you guys. For real, man. 13K subscribers. That's crazy. Yep. Facts. 80s, 90s, baby. We the last of the Mohicans. Facts. Beachy's going to be another Justin Jefferson. Frank, and he'll probably be available in the third round. Probably still be available. Lizette, I'm working on it. I'm working on the mental. I'm actually doing something bigger than that, you guys. Like, I don't know if y'all seen, but I'll show you guys now because I know a lot of people aren't on Instagram. I wanted to share this with you guys anyway. What I'm doing is, right, I'm starting a nonprofit organization serving all 3 communities, Oakland, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Is going to be called Oak Las Vegas. The goal is to raise awareness for mental health and homelessness and assisting in identifying a solution. So that's what I'm working on right now, you guys. That's going to be my big. I still want to do the bar at some point, but that's a lot harder to get done. It's a lot of money that I don't have. But what I want to do right now is I want to be impactful in 2022. I want to get more involved in the communities. Not only those 3, Sacramento, where I'm from, and also I live in the Dallas area. I want to be active out here, but I want to do Oak, Las Vegas. I want to get involved heavily in trying to raise awareness. Going home to California, man, it's tough seeing all the homelessness, the tents everywhere. That shit hurts my soul, man. Every time my sons see a homeless person, my son Elijah, he damn near cries. You know what I mean? So I want to do something for all 3 of those communities. Oakland, which I've been there, that's my second home. You know what I mean? I love Oakland, love LA, and love Vegas. So I definitely want to get involved with that. So that's the next move, the nonprofit organization. And once I get that going, you guys, if you guys are willing to come jump aboard and come help me with this, whether it's just going to hand out sandwiches and waters to homeless people, I would love to bring Pastor Raider with me, have him go out there and read sermons to our young youth that's dealing with mental health and homelessness as well. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do a lot this year. And even if that means me stepping away from YouTube and directing my energy there, I was meant to be here to help. And that's what I'm here for. So I need to live up to my to that, because that's what I'm here for. My grandma taught me to always pay it forward. So I know we got 1 million YouTube guys now, and I love it. And I know I have my hands in the pot to help a little bit with all that. So I feel like if I got to step away here and there, the nation is in really, really good hands. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, when I start this, I would love for any of you guys to come help me out. It mean a lot, man, just to go out and hand out deodorants and toothbrushes and, you know what I mean, just anything that we can, man, clothes. I definitely want to do that this year. That's been heavy on my heart. Simply Marvelous says they ain't knowing about the 80s. My mom's used to whip me so bad. She would buy me toys after. Yeah, man. These kids cry for no reason now, just for being yelled at. Keep doing what you're doing. Sky's the limit. Respect. Shout out to you, Simply, man. Bro, I done been beat with my Sega box, the box, bro. I got whooped with the box, the hangers, the wooden spoons, fists, all that shit. Shout out to my auntie that just passed away. Love you. She found anything and everything around, and I got my ass scraped with. So, yeah, bro. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. Shout out to Simply. I just started a new position at my church. I'm now the outreach pastor. I stepped down from youth and got a promotion. Let's get it. Shout out to you, Pastor Mike. That's a great thing to see, my brother. I'm proud of you. And, brother, I would love to have you be a part of this movement, King. For real, for real. Dirty Low says, I'm in Fresno, bro. Let me know. I work with veterans, too. That's also a big part of it, too, because a lot of our veterans are homeless. You know what I mean? So I can't, and going home and seeing one of my brothers that I've known since I was 4 years old, one of my best friends, living in a tent. And I don't want to say his name. I'm not going to put my brother on blast like that. It hurt my soul, man. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to pay it forward, you guys. So I appreciate all y'all, man. Let me see. Shout out to my brother T. I see him in the chat as well, my brother Terrence. Oh, yeah, y'all got to wipe them feet, man. Y'all got to wipe them feet, brother. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up, you guys. Let me see. TV cables. Oh, yeah, we got all that. We caught all that. We caught all that. We caught all of it. Cecil says, Docs, we're not. You can't step away. Laugh out loud. I'm not going to step away like that. I'm always going to be active. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to do my thing. But, like I said, man, we're in good hands. We have the best YouTubers of any football team. We have the most and we have the best. So I really feel like we're in great hands right now, you guys. Oh, my little brother sent me this jersey. Shout out to my bro Fran. Got Graphk on the back. You know what I'm saying? And then I went and got the hat, the matching hat when I was back home in Sacramento. Appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah, bro. All that shit. All of it. All of it, bro. All of it. Shout out to Raider Paul, man. You ain't Docs no more because you're the Docs to go. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Mike, man. Yes, I hope that Traylon Burks is there, man. I swear that would. Oh my God, bro. I don't think you guys understand how happy I would be with that, man. Definitely. Let me see something real quick. Y'all. I'm gonna do something real fast. Let me do something real quick. Sad. All right. He ain't answering. He ain't answering right now. Marcus, I just called him right now. That's what's funny. I'm going to hit him back, and we're going to definitely work on something. Oh, gee, they didn't. But he was all over the place on the outside and the slot. I seen him run back an end around, bro. Like, he ran for like 90 yards or some shit. That shit was crazy. Crazy. Hold on, y'all. Yo. What's good, Brody? Yo, you hear me? Yo. What's up, boy?
I'm out here working, bro. I'm out here coaching, dog.
Oh shit, my bad. Hey, what time you off?
I probably won't be up till like 9 o'clock, yo.
Hey, what you got going on tonight?
I don't know. It's Friday. We got an all-star game tomorrow, so I'll be moving around a little bit trying to get things set up. Why? What's up?
Nah, I was doing this live and shit, and people were saying you active again. I was like, man, I ain't talked to my bro and did nothing with him in a minute. I'm like, what's popping?
Yeah, I'm active, but I was hurting last night. Anything was possible was it was too crazy. So yeah, but let me just shoot you a text when I get up out of here. I'll see what's up.
Yeah, hit me. All right,
bet.
Shout out to Honcho out there, man, with the kids, man, doing this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get the show going, man. I'm gonna get the podcast back. I'm gonna get the Wiped and Feet, get the Strap podcast back, man. Everybody been busy building up their own brands and doing their own thing. You know what I mean? I want y'all to know, man, just because you don't see somebody with somebody all the time, there's no problems. There's no friction. Everybody doing their own thing, man. Everybody doing their own thing, bro. And I salute everybody, bro. You know what I mean? So I'll get that show going because I know a lot of people's been asking me. And we know how this shit goes. We know how this world goes. If you don't see somebody with somebody for a long time, you get to thinking, oh my God, they must not be cool. They must not be good. You know what I mean? And it's never that with me. You know what I'm saying? It's never that with me. Oh, hey, Raider for life. That was gonna be the setup, bro. That was gonna be the setup. That was gonna be the setup. I was gonna do that. Hey, so how do y'all feel about Carr again? I was gonna walk back like. Nah, I'm fucking around, man. Me and Honcho gotta have a live real quick with just us two, man. We gotta catch up. I'm gonna catch up with him behind the scenes first and foremost, anyway. Shout out to my brother T, man. Appreciate you, bro. You guys want to go grab some merch, man? Go to oaklawsvegas.com. I got a bunch of new shirts and a bunch of new stuff that I'm about to start putting up. I got a lot of shit, man. I got a lot of things in the works. I got that Trolls Can't Fight shirt coming on. I got this that I want to put on the t-shirt. Impact over views, impact over subs. For those who don't know what that means, it's all about impact. Who cares about views and subs? It's just always good to see subs and views are always just a good thing because we see that our work is being, our work is being seen. You know what I mean? But it's more about impact. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about doing a shirt, impact over views, impact over subs. You know what I'm saying? Valerie, I appreciate you. Honcho's one of the best, and so are you. I appreciate you. For real. Fire, Mario. Run them up over there, brother. Run them up. So, Ben, I'm going to show you right now, brother. It's next month. I want to see what time it starts. I'm going to see what time it starts. All right, March 14th. It says March 14th. Hold on. 12 p.m. Eastern. 12 p.m. Eastern time, you guys. So March 12th or March 14th is right around the corner. So for all my people in California on the West Coast on Pacific time, 9 o'clock in the morning, March 14th. Where I am, it's 11 o'clock in the a.m. Central time. It's going to be crazy. So we are literally like a month away. Literally a month away, man. I love it. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait for this shit, dog. Like, for real. I don't think you guys understand. I'm thinking about even just flying to Vegas when free agency starts. Like, for real. I'm thinking about flying out there and trying to catch some of these free agents at the airport. You know what I mean? I'm in hustle mode this year, man. Gravy, much love to you, Docs. Because of you, I've met so many creators and inspired me to work harder than ever, and also came out my shell and express myself. Shout out to you, brother. And I promise you, I got your stuff right here. I literally just put it on my beard right before you came on, right before I came on. So shout out to you, Gravy. I appreciate you. You have a great product, my brother. And that means a lot to me, King. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That's what this is about. Like I said, impact, bro. Inspiring. That's what this shit is about. Shout Pillagers, man. Brother, I appreciate you, man. Pillagers, man. My guy, dog. Nishana Pillagers. Docs, for your new adventures with the community. You must help those in need and real recognize real. God bless you, my brother, man. Thank you, King. That means a lot to me, brother. For real. For real, for real. That means a lot. A lot, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for the $50 donation. David says, Doc's merch for the homeless. Bro, that's going to be a part. I'm actually going to get a bunch of stuff put out. I'm going to do that, definitely. And when I'm in Oakland, I'm definitely going to reach out to my brother, Mr. Fab, and get him involved in this shit. Definitely going to reach out to Mr. Fab in Oakland when we go out there and hit them streets, you know what I mean, and try to maybe do something with Fab. Maybe hopefully do something where we can intermingle, you know what I mean, and have both of our brands rock with it. But I appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to Pillagers, man. I appreciate you, brother. I sent you a message via Messenger. Okay, I'm gonna check it out right after this, bro. Shout out to Video Raider. Yeah, that'd be dope, man. With Dope Era, that'd be dope. Ronald says, not a fan of giving away draft capital along with having to pay a guy big bucks. Me neither, Ronald. Me neither. We're doing a hypothetical. I didn't agree to do any of it, to be honest. Any of those guys, I really wasn't ready to do it. The only guy I would think about was maybe giving up a third for Brandin Cooks because he's only owed like $8 million next year. So that'd be the only guy that I would look at. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a couple more questions in real quick, you guys. I know Waste is about to do a live here in a second. I don't want to step on his toes. I came on early because of that. And then I'm going to do another video later on tonight. So, yeah, let me see. We're going to do the 13K celebration tonight. No drinking, no none of that. Just come on and shoot this shit and have fun. Yeah, Gravy's IG right here. Shout out to Terrence, man, my brother. Yeah, look him up. That boy got some shit. Oh, he's been live? Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. Well, I'm going to get out of here, man. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit them thumbs up on the way out. Shit, I didn't even know I went over time, man. Everybody, go to Wasted's channel right now. Watch us live. Tell them that we sent them over there, man. So we come, you know what I mean? Say, Doc sent you, man. Go to Wasted's right now, and let's do that because I'm going to go over there right now as well. I'll see you guys tonight. Shout out to Julia Smith. Appreciate you for coming to Member King. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all later on tonight, man. One.